Hey, I said I was gonna do it, and now I am. This is the review, or at least my review, of Let's Go to Heaven 2. And before I begin this review, there is a lot of negative feedback about this movie. That fans of the first one do not like the second one at all. So that the second one is inferior to the first one. And I think I can see why. Because this movie has absolutely nothing to do with the first one. And don't get me wrong, I don't hate this movie. This is my second favorite anime film of all time. The thing is, though, they changed a lot of things because this movie was not worked on by Don Bluth, who made American Tail, Land Before Time, and of course, All Out to Go to Heaven. This was made differently by someone else. They lowered down the drinking, and I think people had a problem with that because it kind of takes away the feel. But I think it's kind of an improvement. So because I think parents were complaining about the drinking and the gambling in the first one, and they lowered that all down. Anyway, let's start with the plot of the film. I'll get more about the sequel thing later. Charlie Barkin has gone to heaven after the first one. And just like the first one, he is bored. Very bored. Because everything down in Earth is not there. Apparently Carface is with him. Yeah, Charlie was right. He would be back. Now, the thing is, though, Charlie will receive some company. Itchy then later dies, and now him and his buddy are in heaven. But still, Charlie is still bored, so it's not much of an improvement. But turns out that Carface has secretly been working with some cat from hell by the name of Red. Red wants him to get Gabriel's horn, which is located in heaven, and bring it to him. Carface does get the horn, but accidentally drops it down to the gate from where souls go into heaven, and the horn is now in California. Now Annabelle, the angel from the first one, asks the angels who's gonna go down there and get it. Charlie and Itchy volunteer, or at least Charlie does. Itchy just doesn't want to go. But he's not going there to get the horn. He's going there in order to do the things he always wanted to do when he was alive. Now, let's talk about the characters again. The voices have changed, and I think this is one of the biggest problems that people have. Charlie Barkin's voice was played by Burt Reynolds in the first one, and this one is played by Charlie Sheen. Carface's voice, I'm not too sure if that's a new actor or not. But, it kind of sounds the same, so I don't really mind. In fact, also with Charlie Barkin's voice, I think Charlie's new voice is an improvement. Because, yeah, the first one was good, but I think this one's a lot better, in my opinion. I am happy, though, that Itchy's voice was not played by anyone else but Don DeLuise. Because I can't picture anyone playing his voice. We also get some new characters, like David, a little kid who's lost, and Sasha LaFleur, which is like the new girl Charlie flirts with. I'll refer to that later. Now, the setting is different. The first one took place in New Orleans, 1945. And this one's taking place in California in a year I do not know. Now, to explain more about the plot, Charlie and Itchy, when they arrive in heaven, it turns out that they're ghosts, so they can't do anything. But Charlie makes a deal with some person that Carface knows to give them colors that they can be human with. But the thing is, though, the person he made a deal with was Red. Secret plan in order for him to get Gabriel's horn. Now, them alive and all, Charlie meets up with Sasha LaFleur, who is like the girl starts flirting with. Like in the first one, there's this one person he was flirting with, but not as much. This one, completely. Turns out Sasha's been taking care of a little boy by the name of David. Now Charlie's going to try to help him earn some money and make it on, as he calls it, Easy Street. I think the story works very well. It kind of reminds me of the old one, because in the first one, Charlie was using Anne Marie to earn money. In this one, Charlie's using his freaking excuse to go get Gabriel's horn to fool around. And yeah, it kind of describes him. But Charlie's friend Itchy just doesn't agree with it. Well, since I'm only a regular YouTube user, I can only use 5 minutes of time. So catch the second part of this review. One thing is Xenon Komagia for telling me that only directors can have long periods of times. I hope I said your name right. Thanks again.